I have an Elvira standee. That's one of a few Elvira standees I have. And I think I got that one. That one either my girlfriend found me for $10 when we were like traveling somewhere off of Marketplace, which is a super good deal because those go for a decent amount. Or this guy that lives in Ohio who comes to like Erie, where I live, to buy VHS. Sometimes he'll bring stuff that he knows I want, and like so then it helps him like get money off what he's buying. So it was one of those two places where I got that Elvira. So
That's really cool. And I don't know how Skype will crop this. They might crop it off since it's on the edge of the frame, but if not, it's Elvira
you can
advertising
see it over
Coors
there.
Light.
Yeah, she did a lot of those alcohol advertisements back in the day.
And then I'm seeing on your shelf, I think over your right shoulder, Hell House. What's Hell House? Can you
This
pull
is
that off and show the cover? I'm intrigued.
this is a Christian haunted house
It is
that they
one of those. Okay.
yeah, and you can
Wow.
see on the back all these crazy pictures. I think this is from 1991, and these are the
Wow.
kind of things I love. This type of stuff. Just weird, especially anything Halloween related. I'm
Was
big
this
into.
officially released or was this a documentary about them or is this just some home footage that has a nice cover on it?
That was official. Like you could buy that. They sold it themselves. At
Okay.
that year. And I think just people who went, maybe they had like a little like gift shop type thing or something like that, or like gave it to people who worked at the place. But yeah, that's some good good footage. I love that tape.
What are your thoughts on that? Because that's their countering, haunted houses and saying, oh, stay away from horror and things that could be satanic. But their flip side is to then use it, Halloween, to say these are the real evil things of the world and sinful things, and almost like reenacting what they consider sinful. Do you think that there's something twisted about that? Like they're kind of doing the same thing, but taking a moral high ground in doing it.
Yeah, well, they know what makes money. They know like there's so many Christian tapes that use like the stuff that they're talking crap on basically to sell what they're, doing. Like I have one that's like MTV exposed and literally the whole tape is like just a compilation of the best and craziest like stuff off of MTV. So it's amazing. Like I'm sure they got, people watching all these Beavis and Butthead clips and stuff like that. Like I don't know, just it's like just
Mhm.
weird how they like do stuff. I think like they're at fault too
But
with
what
how
also
they
seems like
advertise.
some of those haunted houses they do it with such relish. They're saying the non-Christian haunted house, oh, that's spreading demonic energy and all this stuff. Yet when they do it with the whole almost blessing of, oh, this is as a warning to you, they get just as much into the special effects and the horrific nature. So it's just kind of ironic.
Hmm.
At what point, are they enjoying the bloodlust of it all?
Oh yeah, they obviously do. There's so many different ones too. Like a billion different local churches from around the country have VHS that I'm still trying to track down of those type of haunted houses that
Mhm.
are kind of against haunted houses, but at the same time doing them themselves. And I
Yeah,
don't know,
it
weird.
just it is weird. Oh well. Anyway, so how many new packages this week?
You see all that, some good stuff. Wait, I think there's actually one more than the other times
There
before.
is one that maybe
Yeah.
has one more, yeah.
Okay.
It was not
There's
all easily divided, so you get maybe a little bonus this time.
nice. Well, I'll start with the VHS. I can tell. You can hear
Oh
it.
my goodness.
I'll rip into this. Let's see. What is it? Oh, nice. This is Rolling Stones. I don't have this, and I am a big Rolling Stones fan, live in concert. Very cool. Thank you.
I remember you told me you do like stuff that's almost looks like it's recorded off TV.
Yeah, this one does. This one I can tell like somebody made them like it themselves. Like they cut out the different things and put it on a like recordable tape like cover, and you can see on
Mm-hmm.
the side, and then
Yeah, because the cover is pretty good. I mean, how do you
yeah,
think they
this is
made
well
that
done.
cover? Did they like cut and paste it together?
I don't know. Yeah, that is a well-made cover.
It almost looks like a professionally made cover, and they put like a dub copy in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think maybe they like took it and like actually got it scanned, because I think the original is like cardboard. You can tell like how
Mm-hmm.
that part is like the normal thing. So they must have just taken it and got it like a high quality scan of it. I'm sure they still saved a lot of money by they probably rented it from the video store and like just bootlegged
Oh,
it.
okay. Yeah.
But then again, how you don't get the cover when you rent it from the video store, so strange.
Maybe they worked for the video store.
Or maybe like somebody actually owned this and they were selling bootleg copies of it. That
Mm-hmm.
could be. So
And I haven't actually watched it, so I'm assuming the concert's on the tape.
yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
And what year was this? Like something from a tour from the 90s?
Yeah, this is 98. There's the shirts from this tour. I have some of the shirts, like, because I also collect old clothing. So
Okay.
I have a couple of the from the 90s tours that they did.
Oh,
You can tell
cool.
this one's a book. This one's like a paperback book, so we'll see what this
Ooh,
could be.
what could it be?
What could it be? Ooh, nice. Star Wars book. You can see some pictures on the inside right there. Very nice. That's great. Big Star Wars
Yeah,
fan too. My
yeah.
friends,
It's a little rough. It's definitely had some use to that cover.
yeah, my friends do like a Star Wars podcast where they review Star Wars books. Like
Okay.
they go through every like all the terrible like kids books and like different spin-off books and stuff like that too. So this is something that they would like.
Oh, nice. Does it look like just a straightforward novelization of the first movie?
Um, I don't think I don't know. Maybe. Well, it says like from the adventures of Luke Skywalker. That's the only thing that's throwing me off, like making me think maybe it's different. I'm sure there's differences in it, but then it says it has 16 like colored pages from the movie, like
Mm-hmm.
implying that it's like a novelization of the movie. So
Mm-hmm.
it might just be like straight up, based on
Mm-hmm.
the movie. That's great though. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're
Here's a
welcome.
here's another. I can tell this is a book too, I think.
Oh my God, 2 books in a row.
Uh-huh. Let's see. What is this? I actually don't know what this is. Oh, okay. Secrets of the Ninja. It's like a ninja book. You can see they like teach you. This is actually cool too. This is like a book version of like a shot on video movie almost, because it's like just I can tell like just based on the pictures, it's like more of like a local like low budget. Oh, my dog made an appearance, so you can see little Ziggy Stardust. Oh, thank you. Wow. So he wanted to come see what I was getting. So what year is that from? 81 too. So that's very
Oh,
cool.
81.
Yeah.
Because back in 81, very pre-internet, it was hard to find info. And I remember, like, even in Seattle, there was this store. It's more like a really big magazine store. But they also sold books, and there was always a little section on like underground knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And there
That's
are certain
great.
companies that would put out books like secret, self-defense tricks and how to disguise yourself or how to drop out of society.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's the kind of book they would have carried.
Nice. Yeah, that is awesome. Thank you. This one, I truly have no clue what this could be. Oh, I heard something.
Oh my God,
Do you
what could
hear
it
that?
be?
Well, it's definitely a toy of some sort or something like that. So,
Maybe you're just hearing voices.
wow, a Star Trek toy. You see that? That's great.
I think it's Sulu,
Oh yeah.
like from the modern movies.
Uh-huh. Which I haven't seen, surprisingly. I love Star Trek, but haven't seen any of the modern ones. Even I heard that like at least one of them is good, so
Yeah,
that's
I think
awesome
this is
though.
from like the Chris Pine era.
Uh-huh. Yeah. One day I'll watch them. I just haven't. I'm funny. I've seen like the original motion picture they showed at the theater like 2 years ago. I went to see that, but I didn't see the new ones. But that's cool though. Thank you. There's
And to
this.
date myself, I did see the original Star Trek the motion picture when it hit theaters, I think 1979.
Yeah, my dad, he also saw the original one, so we went together to see it when they like replayed it. Better than I
Mhm.
remembered actually. I used to like think that one was weak, but seeing it in the theater, it like came across a lot better. So
Yeah, and
okay.
the sound is good in the theater for it.
Dead Vampires Patch. I'm actually not familiar with that at
Okay,
all.
that is a horror punk band from Seattle.
Okay, nice.
And I know the drummer from it. He's the one that gave that to me. They reissued an old CD, and he reissued it on vinyl as a vinyl
Oh,
album,
nice.
and he included that patch with the vinyl. And at one of our VHS swap events, he was one of our vendors, and he actually sold that album at Scarecrow at our events.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You can see this. This is probably a card of some sort. It's the last one of this round. Let's see.
Ooh, what could it be?
Wow. See that? 1994 card. Like, did they do? I think it would be Julie Bell. It's an art series of cards in the
Mm-hmm.
90s that they did. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
and some
you.
of those may have ended up like as covers of fantasy and sci-fi novels.
Oh, yeah, that seems right up that alley for
Yeah.
sure.
So that's good. Did you just know it was Julie Bell on site, or did you
Oh,
read that?
no, I did not know that at all. I read it. If I knew that, I'd be blown away now. I had to read it. That's great though. Thank you very much. Another good
Okay.
batch.
Now, do you like that kind of fantasy sci-fi artwork style? Very kind of, is it almost airbrushed?
Yeah, I love that. This if I like ever saw
Hmm.
that like a painting of this or something at a thrift, like that'd be the type of uh stuff I would buy for sure. It's
Well,
like
remember in the
cheesy in a good
80s,
way.
the fantasy movies, this is all like post Conan the Barbarian, all those knockoffs, but remember that series called Death Stalker?
Yep, Death Stalker. Yep.
Kind of that style art with a very bodybuilder kind of both men and women.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. Those like that painted like, six pack type with like, unicorns and like big clubs and stuff in their hands and all that weird kind of stuff. So that's
Were you a
awesome.
genre of those movies? I guess they'd either be period pieces, like in ancient times, or they'd be like future post-apocalypse movies.
Yeah, I love post-apocalyptic movies. The like Conan type stuff. I don't know if those would be like sword and sorcery like type
Yeah, sword and
movies.
sorcery. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like those too. But I like still need to explore the genre more. Like I watched Beastmaster. They did like a new 4K Blu-ray of that.
Oh wow.
I watched that like a few weeks ago. I like the genre, that
Hmm.
specific genre for sure.
Yeah, the artwork was cool, and that's one where sometimes the poster would look way better than the movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it would always look 1,000 times better.
There was one with like David Carradine. Like maybe it was like the sword and the sorcerer or
hmm
something. All the
Yeah.
titles seem to blend together, but I mean, not like he was in bad shape, but they made him look a lot more buff in the poster.
hmm
And then you see him in the movie in that same costume, but he kind of looks, I don't know, kind of a little hungover and not as buff as the poster. I mean, he's still really cool in it, but
hmm
he's a little past the kung fu days.
Yeah, that's funny. I love Carradine.
Although, did you like Death Race 2000?
Yeah, the Corman produced one. Yeah, I like that. I haven't seen it in a billion years. I think I might have a copy of it somewhere, but
That's worth seeing again because I think then they wanted to do a sequel and they made a movie, but it wasn't really a direct sequel, but it was kind of in the spirit of the original.
hmm
And I want to say they had Carradine back for that,
I'm
but it
not
wasn't the
sure.
same character. I
Okay,
don't know. I'll have to IMDb it.
nice.
All right. Well, how many things are left there in this current stash?
Uh, just the D's. So that's it.
Oh my God. So for this wrap up, what's your favorite?
Okay, let's see. Well, it's a toss up between these two things because the Rolling Stones thing I actually want to watch and I like, concert stuff and the Star Wars book. This is one that I didn't have and like something I would have grabbed if I saw it. So I have a small, tiny, like hidden book room where I put all my books. So this will go good in there. So
Well,
thank
then
you.
why don't you let Sulu sign off for us?
Nice.
Perfect. Until next time.